Greetings, friends! Purple hair guy here. So, today we're going to be doing our final class build guide. Oh, I know. It's been so long. And these have always been some good videos because they're just helpful. That's all they are. Now, I'll probably do some revamped old ones as my opinions have changed slightly for stuff like the sniper. When I made that guide, I just wanted to get it out so people would know how to play sniper. Even though I myself didn't exactly, I went to somebody else and got the information. But now that I have quite a bit of time in sniper, I would be comfortable making it myself for my own opinions in there. Now, Demolisher, I do have quite a bit of playtime, which is nice. And I'll be giving you guys recommendations for the pistol, the items, and your modules. Now, the starting pistols for Engineer, you have two options. You have a single fire one that deals really good damage, pretty accurate, deals once again a lot of damage. And then you have a burst fire one that's pretty much just the burst fire variant of that. I don't exactly think that I think it's the Kaida M? What is it? Oh, it's just a Kaida laser pistol versus the PPQH. Now, the PPQH is very, 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 very good. It isn't my favorite. I do like it, but the PPQH is just definitely better than the Kaida laser pistol by far. There's no doubt about that. Now, you could always use some other options if you don't like the increased heat generation, but if you're playing in specialist class and you're worried about heat generation, you're probably not doing it right, because that's what they're good at. They're good at heat generation. Now, going on to items, there is one that I would consider 100% necessary. It's Acid Grenade. Now, Acid Grenade, when you use it, it breaks your eardrums. It's very loud, but it does leave a detonator mark because it counts as an explosion. It also leaves a pool of acid, which deals so much damage, and since you're doubling grenades, you're dealing double that acid damage. Now, acid damage is damage over time, so you're not going to see it right away, but it can kill you as well if you step into it. Not the best choice for dealing damage, but it is the best choice for use with your seismic resonator, which is the first thing you're going to want to upgrade while playing Demolisher. Okay, now there's quite a few options for your number 2 slot. I personally like to use spider mines just because I think they're fun to use, and they really work well with your multi-kill passive because they'll run in. If they explode, then you get seismic resonator charges and you get more spider mines. It's good. There's no way to describe it except good. Now, the other options, you have another summon option, that being Missile Drone. Missile Drone serves the same function as Spider Mine. It's a summon that goes in, shoots a few missiles, dies right away, and explodes. It leaves a resonator charge on the ground when it explodes, so that's another great option. And the third really, really good option on Demolisher is Ammo Box. Now, Ammo Box is really good on Demolisher over Engineer because you have the stats to support that the health gain that you get from it, and a lot of your weapons are going to be low ammo because you're going to want to be picking up grenade launchers, rocket launchers, stuff like that. Things that use explosives, and they don't always have the best ammo regen. But once again, the item you want is the Acid Grenade, and you could either use Spider Mines, Missile Drones, or Ammo Box, and those are your choices for items. Now, there is other choices, and none of them are particularly bad, but these ones shine above the rest. Okay, now on to our modules. So, most of most of the specialist modules are defensive based. Actually, I think at least 75% of them are just defensive. That's just what they're for. They do have a few good options for it, but most of them are just for surviving, because a lot of specialists just have trouble surviving. That's just what they do. Now, I would recommend almost 100% of the time unceasing. While it does increase your heat gen, that's not a huge deal because your dashing resets current heat and the dash cooldown is reduced by scaling, but it starts at 25%. It is just so good. It also gives you a low 5% dodge chance, which isn't the biggest deal, but it's still dodge chance, and you can't shake a stick at dodge chance. It is really, really, really good. Now, for your next one, I would personally recommend running Grenadier. It has a nice effect of getting hit by explosions, gives you strong damage, fire rate, blah, 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 all that junk for a scaling amount of time, but that's not a huge deal. The really good part is all grenades, placeable mines, and traps have a 28% reduced cooldown, so this helps you run more grenade items that you're going to find along your Demolisher runs anyways, and it's just generally a good option. Now, a third option that I would consider, a lot of the modules are actually usable. I'd say most of them are usable, but none of them I really enjoy using. But another one that you could consider using if you're doing longer runs, if you're doing loop runs, if you're doing high difficulty like madness runs or something, is Status Extender. Now, it makes any status effect last longer. That means if you apply it to an enemy, say you have, I don't know, the Dragon's Breath, you for some reason start with the Dragon's Breath, or the Acid Grenade. Why did I not just think of the Acid Grenade? That effect will last longer and it'll deal more damage. Now, it also makes it so you don't take any damage, or anybody doesn't take any damage well below 25% health. Not any damage, but any status damage. So, if you get hit by a bleed effect or a burn effect, which you will run into on long runs, on difficult runs, you will not die from it. It just cannot kill you. They won't deal any damage at all, and you'll be immune to dying from that. But you can still be killed by other things, of course. And if you go above 25 health, or 25% health, you'll still take damage. Now, once again, Demolisher's modules, or Specialist modules in general, none of them are particularly bad, but I would recommend going to Unceasing and Grenadier. That's just my opinion on Demolisher. I think it's a very, very good combo. Unceasing is really, really OP with the reduced cooldown on dashing, and Grenadier is just stupid good on Demolisher because you're not going to punish yourself as much for getting hit by these grenades. Now, they will deal the same amount of damage, but Demolisher already takes less damage from grenades, so it's not going to matter too much. It will matter, but it won't matter too much, and Grenadier just helps you like reinforce the fact that Kaboom deals damage. Now, I do want to mention, I don't think I've mentioned this on other characters that matter, but Seismic Resonator is going to be your main DPS on Demolisher, so the Acid Grenade and Spider Mines are not, or if it was me running, the Acid Grenades and Spider Mines would not be my main damage. They would be a tool that I would throw down and get a Seismic Resonator charge, so you do want to stack that up right away. So just to run through it one more time for you guys, PPQH Starting Pistol, Acid Grenade, Spider Mines or Missile Drone, Unceasing, and Grenadier. That is the dream build on Demolisher. It is very, very, very good. You're going to get a lot of good stuff with this loadout just because it is so powerful. Anyways, all you sick Demolisher mains who love blowing up your teammates out there and blowing yourself up, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!